Hello, Big Tube. Hello, friends. Welcome to Lizzie Faye Loves Books. I'm Elizabeth, and I'm back again today at the computer using my webcam. And I'm hoping that this will be a better option, at least until I get a new phone. But I don't know. I did one video already with this setup, and it seemed fine. But then I did a test run for this video and went back and watched it, and it was dragging, the same as my phone. So the reason I'm at my computer right now is because I've just been having trouble with the camera app on my phone, and I need a new phone. I'm going to try to get one within the next week. But I wanted to do a quick video today about nonfiction books for the More Montgomery challenge. So this is the third and final month of the challenge, and if you've been following along and participating, thank you so much. We had a really fun live stream on Mitzi's channel, and if you missed it, you can go and check it out. We did our second giveaway, and so our last one is scheduled for Sunday afternoon, December the 4th. So be sure to be there and let us know before then if you have been participating and if you have done a blackout, like over the whole 3 months. Have you checked off all of the prompts? Have you checked off at least 3? Have you participated at all in the month of November? Our giveaway so far was for everyone who participated in September, and then we did a second one for everyone who participated in October. So we'll do one more for everyone who participated in November, as well as a big giveaway for the people who have checked off all the boxes. So be sure you let us know as you're finishing up all the prompts so that we can put you on the list. I've got some really fun prizes, some neat duplicate books of my own that I'm giving away, and I'm really excited about it. So what this video is about, though, is nonfiction books of anything that is related to Lucy Maud Montgomery or Anne of Green Gables or anything like that. And I have been reading some of these, and in fact, I guess at this point I have read almost all of these, and the ones I haven't finished I'm working on right now. But I want to show you what are some of the possibilities for reading this month if you want to participate in the challenge and you want to couple it with Nonfiction November. Then these are some of your options. So a couple that are not really nonfiction, but they will count for the prompt, which says is called biographical or nonfiction. And I've got 2 biographical books, and this one of these is really why I wanted to word the prompt this way, because I wanted to count it for this prompt. Now, I ended up reading some actual nonfiction anyway, but this book, Maud, which is also one of the giveaways, I have a duplicate of this that I am giving away, and it will be one of the grand prizes for people who have checked off all the boxes. So be sure, if you are close, that you finish up getting all of your prompts done and let me know so that I can put you in for that drawing. Anyway, Maud is by Melanie J. Fishbane, and it is a biographical, a fictionalized biographical story of young Maud. And I'm really enjoying it. I'm not super far into it. I'm about, what is that, maybe a fourth of the way through it, but I'm enjoying it a lot. And I have been reading it sort of as a companion book with an actual nonfiction book by Irene Gammel called Looking for Anne of Green Gables. And it's the story of L.M. Montgomery and her literary classic. I just finished this today. I had to kind of hurry it along because I've had it checked out a long time and it is due at the library. I've renewed it more times than I'm supposed to. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it in, and then if I can get it back for my end of the month wrap up, I will. But anyway, this is basically a story about the writing career of Lucy Maud Montgomery and what she was doing leading up to the writing of Anne of Green Gables, during the writing, and then the story of getting published and continuing to write after that. So it was very good, and it really does go hand in hand with this because there are characters and people in Maud's life who we get to know in both of these books. And even though this one is about her young life and this one is about her adult life, they still went very well together. So I'm really glad that I read this. It delved into a few topics that I thought were not really my business, but you know, that's a biography for you, I suppose. Anyway, I thought it was very good, and I feel like I really am much better acquainted with Lucy Maud Montgomery after having read this book. So either of these are good options for this prompt. This one, even though it's not nonfiction, it is fictionalized. It would still count for that prompt if you want to read it. And then another book that is considered fiction, but it is a biographical, is a children's storybook. So if you're out of time and your library has this and you want to go ahead and check off that box, you can read Lucy Maud and the Cavendish Cat. And this is about Maud and her cat. The stunning thing about this is the artwork. The paintings are by Janet Wilson, and the book itself is by Lynn Manuel, and they're just absolutely stunning. I just think it's beautiful. So I'm so glad that my library has this. This was my second time reading it, and I did mention it in a couple of other videos, I think a couple of the live streams, but I wanted to show it here on a video. So another book that I am currently reading this month that is absolutely beautiful is a book I bought for myself on eBay. It is the Anne of Green Gables Devotional. This actually has 40 chapters. There is a 40 devotionals, one that coincides with each chapter of Anne of Green Gables. So again, it would make a good companion book if you are reading Anne of Green Gables, but it's definitely just a beautiful book. The artwork is really beautiful. There is a picture on each devotional, and then, well, and there's a scripture verse, and then there is a quote from that chapter, and then a narrative that is your basic theme of the chapter and of this devotional, and it ties it all together. And then there's a section called personal application, and then a prayer for today, and then another scripture verse. And that is the layout of each devotional. So you could read it over a period of 40 days. I am going to go ahead and finish it up during this month. So that means the last 10 days of the month, I'm going to read 2 of them. Right now, it's easier for me to keep track of where I am if I just read one a day, and the chapter I'm on coincides with the day of the week. So I'm going to just read one a day until I get to the 20th. And then I think hopefully I'll be able to keep track at that point. But it's just a beautiful book. It is by Rachel Dodge, and it's not a very old book. I just found out about it when I was searching around on Goodreads, getting ready for the More Montgomery Challenge, or, you know, during it. And it was published in 2020. So it is really not an old book at all. And I would highly recommend it. All right, then another book I didn't really know about until this challenge, and my library has this. This is a library copy. It's the Anne of Green Gables Cookbook. This is also not an old book. I believe it was published in 2017. So it's a little older than the other one. There was an earlier version from 1985, but I think it's been updated quite a bit since then. This was put together by one of the granddaughters of Lucy Maud Montgomery. Her name is Kate Macdonald. There she is right there. This book is just beautiful. It's got this kind of almost like scrapbook paper, the prints that are in the book, and there's beautiful photography of the recipes, and the layouts themselves of each recipe is just so well done. There is a quote that has to do with the recipe that's from the book, and then it's just laid out very nicely. You can see it easy, you can read it, and the recipes look very delicious as well. Most of the recipes are inspired by Anne of Green Gables, but there are a few from Anne of Avonlea, and then 3 from Anne of Windy Poplars, and then 4 recipes from L.M. Montgomery's Kitchen. So that's just part of the table of contents. Anyway, very, very beautiful. And I just read it from cover to cover. I thought it was a great book. I read this, I think, in the month of September, but I've been hanging on to it because I wanted to show it in this video. All right, the rest of these books are from my own shelves. They are some that I have collected. This one I found somewhere, probably a library sale. I just read this one this past month. This is Spirit of Place, Lucy-Maud Montgomery and Prince Edward Island. It's by Francis W.P. Bolger, I think. I don't know if it's Bolger or Bolger. Wayne Barrett and Anne McKay are the photographers. And this book is stunning. There are some text, a few pages of text that, give an introduction. And then the rest of the book is just amazing photography from Prince Edward Island. And the photography is coupled with the, some of the writings from her correspondence and her journals and things like that. So each one of the excerpts that are printed here just describes the photo to a T. It's perfectly paired. And, I'm sure they went and took the pictures to go with the things that she's describing, but they're just amazing. The story, the quotes are amazing. Distracted because Emily was coming up and needed something. So I didn't say what I was trying to say. The quotes are beautiful and they describe these photos to a T. You would almost think she was looking at the photo when she wrote those quotes, but of course the pictures are much newer than the quotes. But it's just an excellent pairing of words with pictures. I guess is what I'm trying to say. All right, these 2 books I have had for a long time. I think I discovered these in my library while I was reading Anne of Green Gables and just thought they were amazing. So I searched around and I got copies of them for my mother. And then when my mother passed away, I got them back. So I have shown both of these in live streams, and I got a copy of this to give Mitzi, my co-host, as a thank you. And I have a softcover copy of this as also one of the grand prize giveaways for the end of the challenge. So you can have a shot at winning one of these if you have checked off all the boxes in the More Montgomery challenge board. So this is the Anne of Green Gables Treasury. It's by Carolyn, Strom Collins, and Christina, I don't know, is it Wyss or Wyss Eriksson? And these women have done some really beautiful treasury books of several of the beloved classics. I believe they did one of Little Women, and there's one of Little House and others, and they just do an amazing job. This one is inscribed to my mother from me, and it's just beautiful. There's recipes, there's craft ideas, there's just all kinds of things. This is just a true companion book for fans of Anne of Green Gables, and it's just really, really beautiful. And then the other one is along those same lines, but this is the Anne of Green Gables Christmas Treasury. Also by the same authors. And it's the same type of thing, except that it is centered around Christmas. And again, it is absolutely beautiful. It's been a long time since I've read through these, but when I did read them, I read them cover to cover. And so these would be excellent nonfiction books to read for the More Montgomery Challenge. So there are a lot of other nonfiction books. There's plenty of biographies, some geared towards kids, some for adults. This particular one is just the only one that my library has. But now that I've read it, I'm definitely interested in reading more, and I will probably continue to keep my eyes out at library sales and used bookstores and places like that. Maybe even shop around on eBay and try to find others that look interesting. So I had originally thought I might try to do a screen sharing where I would go through some of these on my computer, but I'm just filming with my webcam and I don't think I can do that with this. And I just didn't want to take time to learn how to do that right now. I just want to get this video done because some of these books that are not mine are due back at the library. And I didn't want to wait any later in the month to get this done. So let me know in the comments if you've already read a nonfiction book for this prompt and what you read. And I would love to know, because if it's one I haven't read yet, then I might want to pick it up and read it myself. So thank you so much for watching, and hopefully this video is okay. I realized that when I did the previous one on my webcam that every time I bent over to pick up a book, it cut out a little bit. So that's why I put them over here on this shelf so that I could reach them without having to bend over. All right. Anyway, that's enough for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to join us on December the 4th for our last live stream. It will be on Mitzi's channel. And if you haven't subscribed to her, then please go and do that right now. So that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day reading a book, and God bless you.